Welcome to Pop Quiz. Two teams of would-be funsters from the world of pop pitting their wits against one another. Firstly, we go to Roger Taylor's team. He's captaining one team, and say good evening to Suzi Quatro.
Hi, how are you?
And the captain is the drummer man with Queen, Roger Taylor. And sitting next to him, another drummer, both with Rainbow and Graham Bonnet, and also racing driver extraordinaire, Suzi Powell. And they're up against a team of tough cookies, Paul Jones' team, featuring, from Lynx, David Grant. And the captain, thespian, singer with Manfred Mann Blues Band, and in the bath, Paul Jones. And the man who is lucky enough to produce Sheena Easton, Chris Neal. I'll explain the rules as we go because you won't understand them to start with. Round one, and this is an individual round. Suzi, we're going to you first. In the first round tonight, I'm going to play you each the introduction only of singles. The other clue you'll get is that all the records got into the top 10. So it's introductions, an individual round to start with. And Suzi, for 2 points, here comes yours.
Reflections?
Reflections by...
You didn't say I had to have the person.
Oh, I am now.
Diana
I've just
Ross?
changed my mind.
No.
The
Supremes?
Supremes, 2 points. Right, David Grant, here comes your introduction. Two points, one for the artist, one for the title.
If I didn't know better, I'd say it was Jet.
By?
Paul McCartney. Wings.
By Wings, yes, you do know better. 2 points. And Roger, as captain of your team, an introduction for you. You've got to watch these corner-of-the-mouth jobs.
No. I thought it was Richie Blackmore for a second, but it's Alice Cooper.
And?
School's Out.
And School's Out, 2 points, yes. Paul Jones, here's a short one for you.
Is it Cilla Black? You're My World.
It is Cilla Black, and You're My World. There's no fooling this lot, is there? Suzi Powell, here's yours. You just wait and see. They'll get harder, don't worry. Suzi.
Baker Street by Jerry Rafferty.
Baker Street, Jerry Rafferty. Here's the one that might trip somebody up. It's Chris Neal. Any ideas?
No.
Oh!
Yes, you do.
Good.
Throw it over, Scott.
I'll throw it over for one.
I see Tin Soldier, Small Faces.
Tin Soldier, the Small Faces. A bonus point. Right at the end of round one, Paul Jones' team has 4, Roger Taylor's team 7. Into round 2, a round of team questions, so you can confer. First, a piece of film for Paul's team, and I'll ask the questions afterwards.
I'm gonna get 1,000 kicks and kiss 1,000 chicks. So turn me loose. I got some pain in my pocket and I'm raring to
of course, was Cliff in Oh Boy in the days when he was still wearing pyjamas on stage. Been run over by a travelling deck chair. The Shads were still the Drifters then, and a three-part question for your team, Paul. What was his first number one? Anybody know? Cliff's first ever number one.
Move it.
Little conferring tells us it was...
Well, we think it might be Move It. No, it was Apron Strings, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't. It was Living Doll,
Living
which was on the other side of Apron Strings. And what was his most recent number one?
It's so funny.
It's so funny
We
that...
don't talk anymore.
We don't talk anymore. 2 points. And finally, here comes the third part, the previous number one to that, which was 11 years before We Don't Talk Anymore. His previous number one, for yet another 2 points.
11 years ago. Is this the song written by the Stones? Is this the one?
No, it wasn't written by the Stones at all. I can't... Oh, all right, I'll give you a bonus point if you can tell me what it is.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, congratulations. Right. So bonus point to Roger's team and 4 points to... No, I lied. 2 points to Paul Jones' team. And Roger's team, here comes yours. Can you identify these people and the bands that originally made them famous? Okay, after much conferring, who were they?
Easy.
Good.
Simon Curtin and the great Paul Rogers from Free, Mick Ralphs from What the Who, Paul, and Boz from King Crimson.
Absolutely right. 6 points. At the end of that round, Paul Jones' team have 6, and Roger Taylor's team have 14. Round 3 is one of our regular ways of testing your knowledge, or not, as the case may be. I'm going to play you 3 versions by different artists of the same song. What I want to know are the names of the artists, and in the right order, for 1 point each. We start with Suzi.
I said, hey, 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 yeah. I said, hey, hey, yeah. Well, come on, everybody, take a trip with me. Yeah, down from Mississippi down to New Orleans.
Three versions of New Orleans. Can you name them in order?
I only think I know the first one. Is it Gary U.S. Bond's the first one?
Yes, it is.
And I don't know the second two. I hope they weren't just British, because I wouldn't know them otherwise.
The second one was Neil Diamond,
Oh, I didn't know that
and
one.
the third one was Gillan.
Okay. I should
so
have known the
1
third one, because
point.
that's current, isn't it?
Yes,
Yeah.
2. It's 1
Sorry
point
about
out of
that.
possible
Okay.
3. David Grant, here come your 3.
If I could, I'd like to be a great big movie star.
Overnight sensation, drive a big expensive car.
I would buy you anything your little heart desires.
Stoned in Love with You. 3 versions of. Can you name any of them? In order, 1 at a time.
Well, the first one that was played was by Johnny Mathis. The second one was by the Stylistic.
Right.
And the third one was by somebody whose name I don't know.
But it was a very long name, and it was Engelbert Humperdinck's name that escaped you. So 2... Sorry, Engelbert. 2 out of 3. Roger Taylor, here comes 3 for you. There you go. 3 artists, 1 song. The song was Knock on Wood. Roger, who were the 3?
One of them was Eddie Floyd.
Sure?
Yeah.
Okay, who's the first one?
I don't know.
Amy Stewart.
It's not your
Stewart.
question.
Oh,
And you
say
didn't
Amy
get
Stewart.
it.
Sounded
It
good.
was Amy Stewart. The second one, in fact, was Otis Redding.
That's what I
Not
said.
Amy.
We knew that. Hey, we knew that.
And
we
the
knew
third
that.
one was David Bowie.
For me.
So you get none for that.
Oh, that's not fair.
Paul Jones, here comes your song.
Like singing the blues, 'cause I never thought I'd lose your love, dear. Watch to be this way.
Well, I never felt more like crying all night, 'cause everything's wrong and nothing ain't right without you. You got me singing the blues.
Okay, could you whistle the answer to that?
I think the first one was Tommy Steele. The second one was Guy Mitchell. And the third one was Dave Edmunds.
3 out of 3. Spot on. Susie's turn. Here comes your song. Who were they? The songs Do You Love Me?
I've got Brian Poole, The Contours. I'm not sure the third one.
I thought you were going to guess the Contours, but one of them wasn't the Contours. In fact, none of them were the Contours. You were right with the first one, Brian Poole and the Tremolos. The second one was Dave Clark and his 5. And the third one was the Hollies, so 1 point for Cozy. Final one on cover versions. And Chris, here comes yours.
If morning's echo says we've sinned, well, it was what I wanted now. And if we're victims of the night, I won't be blinded by the lights. Just call me angel of the morning, angel. Just touch my cheek before you leave me, baby.
Is that a confident smile or a nervous, worried look?
It's always a nervous, worried look. I think the first one was Juice Newton.
Yes, go on.
Second one was P.P. Arnold. And the third one, I think, was Billy Davis.
2 out of 3, because the third one was, in fact, Mary Mason.
Who?
For the next round, I suggest that somebody gets a pencil and the other people just use their mouths, because it's easier that way. It's round 4, and for both teams, you can confer on this one. And there are 11 artists, 1 point available for each one you get right, so get your pencils poised.
Calling occupants of interplanetary, most extraordinary craft.
Don't go around tonight, well, if you're bound to take your dive, there's a bad moon on the right.
She's Venus in blue jeans, Mona Lisa with a ponytail.
She's got it. Yeah, baby, she's got it. Well, I'm your Venus. I'm your fire. It's your desire.
I know every little star, just how sweet I think you are. Why haven't I told you
Your face with the man who sold the world by the light of the silvery moon. I want a spoon to my honey I croon. I love rocket man burning out his fuse out every dawn.
1,000 stars in the sky make me realize you are the one love that I'll adore.
Okay, 11 cosmic connections there, 11 artists. Roger Taylor, how many do you think you've got? Don't read them yet, but how many?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
9 out of 11, Paul?
Well, we think we might even have, 9.
Okay, let's ask Roger to go first. Can you reel them off, the artists?
We've got Carpenters, Creedence Clearwater. Are you
Keep
not
going,
saying
yes,
anything?
keep
You're
rattling.
Not saying much. Oh. Frank Douglas, Shocking Blue, Blank, Lulu, Fats Domino, or Little Richard, but we prefer Fats Domino. Reg Dwight, Elton John, Billy Fury, Blank, and the
make 2 records in
Tornadoes.
that, yeah.
Sorry, the Tornadoes at the end.
Yeah.
Okay, tell you how many you got in a moment. Paul?
Yeah, Carpenters, we had Creedence, we had, we thought that one might be Mark Winter.
Okay, you keep going, I'll tell you at the end.
I don't know, we just guessed Jefferson Airplane for that one. We think number 5 was Linda somebody or other. Was it Lovelace? No. Something like that, anyway.
I'm saying nothing.
Number 6 was Lulu. Number 7 was Little Richard, and you should be ashamed of yourself over there.
Right, yeah.
Number 8 was Elton. Number 9 was Twit Conway, wasn't it? Or it could have been Billy Fury. Number 10 was Earth, Wind and Fire, and number 11 was indeed the Tornadoes.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Just doing a little addition there. I won't give you the half for Linda somebody, but I will tell you that Roger's team have 7 out of that, and Paul's team have 9.
Who's Linda somebody?
Just so you know who they are, the Carpenters calling occupants of Interplanetary Craft, Bad Moon Rising, Creedence Clearwater, Mark Winter, Venus in Blue Jeans, Shocking Blue and Venus. I Told Every Little Star, the Linda somebody was Linda Scott. Lulu was The Man Who Sold the World, By the Light of the Silvery Moon, you should be ashamed of yourselves. Little Richard, Elton John, Rocket Man, Billy Fury, 1,000 Stars, Earth, Wind and Fire's Jupiter, and the Tornadoes and Telstar. So at the end of that round, it's very close. Paul Jones' team with 22, Roger Taylor's team with 23. Susie, here's one for you. Can you identify this man?
Otis Redding.
Otis Redding. He covered a Beatles song and a Rolling Stones song. Can you name the 2 songs?
Rolling Stone song was Can't Turn You Loose, which... Satisfaction.
Right.
And the Beatles song was...
Ding, da, 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 dee, ding, da, ding. You'd never get it from that, would you? If only it had been in tune, it would have been great.
Supposed to be a DJ. Hey, Tripper. Hey.
2 points, just. All right. David, here's yours. Here's an emotional extract from Kate Bush on her recent concert at Hammersmith Odeon with Wow. Kate Bush, who gained everyone's attention with Wuthering Heights back in '78. For 2 points, what was her follow-up, David?
The Man with the Child in His Eyes.
That's right, yes, 2 points, The Man with the Child in His Eyes. Okay, Roger Taylor, yours next. I'm going to show you a great clip of Jimi Hendrix playing with Mitch Mitchell and Billy Cox. What I want to know is, what were his first top 10 singles, all from 1967? '67, his first 3 top 10 singles.
Hey Joe, back with Stone Free, Purple Haze, and Wind Cries Mary.
Okay, very well done. Yes, you got your points. 2 points. Paul Jones, who's this?
You're so sweet.
You recognise the voice? I thought you were going to say it was you for a minute.
Definitely on a good night. I'll tell you who that is. I don't know who the band is, but the singer is definitely John Baldry.
It is John Baldry.
Is it Alexis Corner's Blues Incorporated?
It's no, it was a group he had during 1964.
In which case it's Steam Packet. No, it's not Steam Packet, it's...
Before Steam Packet. His backing band had the same name as the track on your first album with Manfred Mann.
The Hoochie Coochie Man.
The Hoochie Coochie Man.
Jeff
Yes, you got
Bradford.
your 2 points. Well done.
Thank you.
Cozy, I want you to watch this clip of Elvis Costello and tell me what he's about to sing. Looks though he wasn't too sure he was going to sing himself there. What was the song?
I don't want to go to Shepherd's Bush. No.
I don't want to go to... And over to the end of round 5, to Chris Neal. Watch this clip of the Beatles, and then I'm going to ask you a question.
Lost your love. Well, I saw her yesterday. She's thinking of, and she told me what to say. She said she loved you, and you know that can be bad. She loves you, and you know you should be glad. She said you she almost lost her mind. Now she says she knows you're not the hurt guy. She said she loves you, and you know that can be bad.
She Loves You as their second number 1. What was their first number 1?
Please Please Me.
No, it wasn't. Some might say it was, but it technically wasn't. It only got to number 2. Their first number 1 was From Me to You. Sorry, but it was worth watching anyway, wasn't it? At the end of that round, Paul Jones' team with 26 and Roger Taylor's team with 28. Here's a good one. This one will trip you all up, hopefully. Another individual round. We've taken some lines from well-known songs, and I'd like you to tell me what they are. I'll give you 2 points for each correct answer, and Susie, yours is coming up. All the stars that never were are parking cars and pumping gas.
I'm going to get killed for not knowing this one. I know this song, and I can't think of it. It's an old rock and roll one. 50s.
It is. You're going to kick yourself when you hear this.
I know, hang on. Is Chuck Berry?
And all the stars that never were are parking cars and pumping gas.
Paul Jones chorus over here. Yes, it was Dionne Warwick, Do You Know the Way to San Jose? But I'm sure they'll get their own back when I ask David Grant this one. Nobody's going to go to school today. She's going to make them stay at home.
They all know.
They don't like Mondays either.
Ah, you've rumbled it.
I don't like Mondays.
By?
The Boomtown Rat.
What a wonderful answer. 2 points. And Roger, this one's for you. North side of my town faces east, and the east side faces south.
The Who substitute.
The Who substitute. Ooh. Paul, this is yours. I'm dying, forever crying to be with you.
Sailing, Rod.
Who can say? I tried to read it badly as well. I achieved it. Rod Stewart, Sailing, 2 points. Cozy, this is yours. More loneliness any man could bear. Rescue me before I fall into despair.
No.
No, it was a number 1 for the Police. A message in a bottle from the Police. And finally in the lyric round, Chris Neal. Golden days before they end, whisper secrets to the wind. Your baby won't be near you anymore.
It's Roy Orbison.
It is Roy Orbison.
And it's your baby. It's over. It's over.
It's over, despite an out-of-tune rendition from Paul Jones. Yes, 2 points. Right at the end of round 6, Roger Taylor's team have 30, Paul Jones' team 32. Now a chance for Roger's team to catch up again. One question to each team, and anyone from the team can answer. Roger, here's a sound clue for your team. Listen and see if you can tell me who it is.
Please let me love you a while. Let me live in the warmth of your smile.
No, the 12-string guitar might give you a bit of a clue.
12-string guitar.
Well, that
Sounds
wasn't
like
12-string.
American rubbish to me. It's West Coast, 1968.
4 years out, but the right coast. It was the Byrds, in fact, as the Beefeaters, and Please Let Me Love You from 1964.
like the Byrds.
First thing the Byrds did. So there, no points, and here comes an equally difficult one for Paul Jones' team. Okay, points if you can tell me anything about that.
Wrong.
It's Eric Clapton and the Powerhouse.
Yes, with the song?
Crossroads,
Crossroads.
by Robert Johnson. And the singer is Stevie Anglo.
Who is really?
Well, I don't know if we should say, but it's really Stevie Winwood.
Gosh. At the end of that round, Roger Taylor's team 30, Paul Jones' team with 34. This is the one where anyone can win, because it's fingers on the buzzers. Right, away you go. Only buzz if you know the right one. 2 points for right answer, 1 point if I throw it over. Who had a #1 hit with Moni Moni in 1969?
Tommy James and Shondells.
Tommy James Shondells. 2 points. Brotherhood of Man had a #1 with the Eurovision song, Save Your Kisses for Me. What were their other #1s? Suzi Quatro.
Angelo.
Angelo and?
I don't know the other one. I don't like him.
Oh. Well, I'll give you 1 point for that. He recorded Dylan's Don't Think Twice under the pseudonym Wonder Who, and later had hits with Walk Like a Man, Let's Hang On, Sherry. Chris Neal, who had hit albums with tons of sobs, Fire and Water, and Highway. Yes, Roger Taylor. Free, quite right. Who sang The Taxman's Taken All My Dough and Left Me in My Stately Home? Paul Jones.
Ray Davies.
10-bowl Tudor leader. Eddie Tudor was featured in which rock music movie? Yes, Paul Jones.
Great Rock and Roll Swindle.
The Great Rock and Roll Swindle. 2 points. Who's Kate Robbins' famous cousin? Suzi Quatro.
It's not Paul McCartney, is it?
It is Paul McCartney. Yes, 2 points. Well done. That's it. We've ground to a halt. And the final score, Roger Taylor's team, 37. Paul Jones' team, 42. They're friends, really. It's our great thanks to, firstly, commiserate with the losers, Roger Taylor's team, and Suzi Quatro. And the captain, still holding his chin up, Roger Taylor. And his chum on the end, Cozy Powell. And we say well done to this week's victors. Firstly, David Grant. Humbling victory, I think. And the captain, Paul Jones. And also Chris Neal. We're going to leave you with a great clip of Steely Dan doing Reeling in the Years. Good night.